Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Racha, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder, Aharawan Ban Yasharala of the Lions Den Camp, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. Also, salutations to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Kharab Ban Yasharala, coming out of the Lions Den Camp of Yasharala, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. Now today, I'll be coming out with a lesson. Of course, it's the Day of Atonement. And I had been thinking about the definition and the meaning of atonement. So I wrote down a couple of other words that were related to atonement as well as the definition of atonement itself. So without further ado, I'm gonna just read a few scriptures and then I'm gonna read the definitions, and that'll, Yahweh Ratazah. Oh, I won't say that. That'll be the end of the lesson. Or Yahweh Ratazah, he give me some more scriptures as I'm doing this lesson. So without further ado, this is Leviticus chapter 23, and I'm gonna start at verse 23. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, ye shall have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing a memorial of blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation." Now, this was a charge given to Moses by the Heavenly Father Yahweh, and the Lord gave clear instructions on when this was supposed to happen. It says here in the scriptures, in the 7th month, in the 1st day of the 7th month, it was going to be a memorial of blowing the trumpets. And if I'm not mistaken, maybe a little under a week ago, or maybe a day over a week ago, some of the Akim, they celebrated this day. And it was a holy convocation. It was a gathering, an assembly. It was a holy assembly, and this was one of the first days of that month, the 7th month, that we were to partake in. Verse 25, and it says, "Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord Yahweh." And of course, we were to do no work, but of course, this society now we're living in now. Of course, it may be some brothers, some Akim that have to work on this day. They have to work on this day, But according to the scriptures, we were to do no work. But yet again, just making the point again, some Akim may have to work. It's the Day of Atonement, but some Akim may have to work, And right now, because of where we're at, it's like a rehearsing of the righteous acts. So we're practicing the righteous acts. So when we get in the kingdom, we can do it with no problem. But verse 25, yet again, it says, "Ye shall do no servile work therein," meaning we weren't supposed to work, "but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord Yahweh." So we were supposed to offer an offering, maybe I will say maybe the first fruits, or the first of first fruits, or whatever it was, from food all the way down to the beasts, the animals. We were supposed to make an offering by fire unto the Lord. When you offer something, that is, you're looking for grace back. But let's continue. Verse 26, and it says, "And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying," also on the 10th day of the 7th month. So within the same month, just you got the 1st day and then on the 10th day. So it says, "Also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be an holy convocation," yet again, a holy gathering, an assembly unto you, "and ye shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord Yahweh." So again, another day of us offering an offering or making atonement unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Verse 28, and it says, "And ye shall do no work in that day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord Yahweh your God." So again, another day where we were to do no work. So we had the 1st day of the 7th month, where we made offerings. We did, according to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and then those days in between the first and the tenth day, we could do what we needed to do, our everyday lives. But then on that 10th day, we were to stop what we were doing and make an atonement and afflict ourselves. And that's what the Day of Atonement is really about, afflicting yourself, going without food, going without water, you know, these things to afflict the body. Why? To make yourself better for Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. So I have two scriptures, but I'm going to get the first definition of the word atonement, and it means to reconcile or reconciliation, to make good or to make right. And that's what the Day of Atonement is, to make yourself right, to put yourself back in alignment with Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, to afflict yourself, to go without food and water for a day. And again, as you read the scriptures, it also says to make a sacrifice as well. And sacrifice is related to atonement. And when you make a sacrifice, what is a sacrifice? A sacrifice, I have the definition here. It says the offering or offerings, like an offering or offering of gifts to God or Yahweh. So we were to offer our best unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. To appease, to receive grace of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. You could also use the word grace, but I didn't write down the word grace. I just have 4 words. Atonement was one of them, sacrifice, and the second one is a propitiation. And this took me to Sirach chapter 5, verse 5. Because propitiation is, again, it's related to sacrifice or atonement. It's another word that you can use. And this is Sirach chapter 5, verse 5. And it says, concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin. So concerning sacrifice, that's what the word propitiation means. It means to sacrifice. And what does sacrifice mean? To offer or to try to appease. So propitiation is sacrifice or to appease, to receive grace or good graces. And here again, concerning propitiation, concerning sacrifice, don't be without fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to add sin unto sin. Because as you know, we have those of our people that add sin unto sin. The more sin you add unto sin, the worse your whooping gonna be when the Heavenly Father bring judgment. But another word that is related to atonement is propitiation, and it means to sacrifice or to appease. And my last word that I wrote down was to amend, or it's like not to amend, but amend. And it means to correct, to make better, to right or wrong. Again, to seek forgiveness. That's really what the Day of Atonement is for. Afflict yourselves, make sacrifice unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, and seek forgiveness. Make sure that you're in right standings with the Lord. Examine yourself. It's a day of examining. And of course, yeah, you afflict yourself. You don't eat, you don't drink, afflict this flesh. Let's see. Okay, and that was it. Just a little quick lesson on the word of atonement. And with that, shalom.